Have you ever wondered where you can find the sweetest trees in Starkville? We are the place called Cups and Cakes that looks good, smells even better, and I'm sure what I will find inside tastes amazing. Cups and Cakes was an idea of two Mississippi State students who wanted to open their own business, and this is how the whole idea came to life.
I started baking cakes when I was 13 years old. My grandparents own grocery stores, and so I worked in the bakery there. I'm a very artsy person, so cakes is something I really enjoy doing.
And I was just, I guess, blown away by all the stuff that she was doing with all these cakes and her work and everything. And she'd been working at her grandfather's bakery back in Louisville, driving back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I was like, I don't even know why you're going to school. Like, you could do this for a living. You're amazing. So a couple months later, she comes up to ask me, she's like, Drew, I'm starting my own bakery. She's like, and it was basically just kind of coming to me just to talk to me about it, just like, I guess look for encouragement as a friend. And then I was like, well, Haley, like, I kind of wanted to open a coffee shop. And then I guess that kind of just, we merged ideas and came up with Cups and Cakes.
It's definitely been a huge dream come true. I was studying biological science to become a nurse practitioner with pediatrics. It was definitely a passion of mine to work with children, but this was definitely another passion too. So I am taking a semester off just to pursue these goals and these dreams and see where it takes me, and hopefully I'll know which way I want to take my life in January to see if I want to continue nursing or if I want to continue to pursue this.
As far as managing school and this, it's been difficult, but it's been a doable thing. It's been a really neat thing being an econ major and not just talking about things, but actually learning them while I do it. I mean, basically, not a lot of people in college get to actually do what they learn about as they're learning. I guess one issue successor we have is Rick Stansberry. Every morning after his workouts, he comes in and gets a free smoothie for not just him, but his whole coaching staff. And so that's been really cool to see Coach Stansberry coming out every morning. And I'm usually the person that works in the morning. And one of my employees, Laura, was here. So he got my number from Laura and texted me and was like, hey, where you at? I was like, who is this? He's like, this is Coach Stansberry. Why the heck aren't you in here making my smoothie? It was just really cool because I was over at the bank and I was like, oh my gosh, Coach Stansberry just texted me. I think basically a lot of the reason people like to come here is the environment that we set up. It's a really good environment. It's a very relaxed environment. And our employees and our staff kind of make it that way. Most of the people that we hired straight out didn't know anything about coffee and about cakes. But the thing is, you can train how to make coffee. You can train how to make cakes, frappes, smoothies, whatever. That's all learnable things, but the personality isn't something you can learn. And so that's one thing that we've really tried to focus on in our skill sets and hiring, is that people that are going to improve the environment as we go.
I really enjoy working in Cups and Cakes because people will come in and are really friendly. And of course, at the end of the day, you get to eat all of the leftover baked goods, which is a special treat for me, big grown boy. Especially like working with the coffees and the smoothies. It's a lot of fun. That's my technical job, is a barista, but also help with the pastries and customer service. Overall, it's a pretty sweet gig, and I have two of my best friends as bosses, so that's good too.
One of the most special cakes I've ever done was for a couple in my church. They were having their third and final child and did not want to find out what the child was. So she had her doctor actually call me. I was the first person to find out what the baby was, and I dyed the inside of the cake pink. The mother or the father did not know, nor did any of the family, and so they were going to have a party that night and cut the cake all at one time. And so I got to dye the inside of the cake pink, and when they cut it, that's how they found out that they were having a little girl. Business has actually tripled since the first week that I opened. I'm doing anywhere from 80 to 100 cakes a week right now. On a Friday and Saturday, it's not anything for me to be up here at 1 o'clock in the morning on Friday and not to leave Friday night and stay until Saturday night, 8 or 9 o'clock. So this cake is a yellow cake with cream cheese icing. It's for a 21st birthday. Her boyfriend is really big into turkey hunting and wanted camouflage on it, so I designed it with the camo and the turkey on top.
As you can see, Cups and Cakes is everything your sweet tooth desires.